You now tuned in to the best basketball podcast in the world. I'm talking about all ball, no bull. It's your boy Jordon J. Episode 6. We back at it again, and we got to talk about the real. What the fuck are we doing with the NBA All-Star Game, All-Star Weekend, all of it? What's going on? Like, Adam Silver, talk to me, talk to the fans, because the product we've been getting the last few years, damn near a decade, has been terrible. Absolute cheeks. Boo-boo. Shit. So disappointed, man. And it's like, it's really the NBA. Let's keep it a bean. It's really the NBA. I just watched the NHL's different take on, All-Star break. They didn't have the All-Star game, but they had the Nations Cup, right? So you got teams from different countries competing against each other, right? The four nations. Shit was crazy. If you're a fan of the game, you keep up with hockey, shit was absolutely fucking amazing. You got top of the line players, the best of the best, McDavid, McKinnon, Crosby, Kyle Maker, like come on, going stupid, competing against the US, Canada wins. Everybody tuned in. Gave the fans what they wanted to see within the break of the full regular season, right? NBA, you can't do that. Where y'all start? Okay, skills competition. An event that has been, I was a kid coming up watching it, seeing Steve Nash going crazy in it, right? Like Dwayne Wade winning it. It was a really competitive sport and event activity. People were actually competing, trying to win, to say I'm the best at this in the NBA. That's gone with these players. There's a sense of entitlement. I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to go all out. I want to look too cool. Like, stop. Play the fucking game how it should be played, man. You guys are ruining it because you're so selfish. These max contracts are getting players way too comfortable, and we got to keep it real. I don't want to be one of those old heads harping down on the young boys because they are putting on decent product, right? I'm tuning in, I'm watching it, I'm keeping track because like it is entertaining, but this is the NBA, and it's always elevated. When George Mikan had it, Bill Russell, right? Then it went to Julius Erving, right? And then Magic and Larry come in, they save it, and then MJ gets it and he runs with it. And then Allen Iverson and Kobe come with it. LeBron. It's constantly elevating. And right now we're seeing we're hitting the ceiling. And that shouldn't be the case. I get back to the skills competition, like I'm saying, a competition that I've always looked forward to when it came to All-Star Weekend. And you got shenanigans happening. That was the highlight of the whole fucking competition. Let's keep it a bean. The highlight of the whole competition was Chris Paul and Victor trying to find a way to nip the system. And of course it's Chris Paul, the conniving ass. Can't stand bro, man. Like, strictly game-wise, right? I said this before in my podcast. I'm talking about these players, and it's all about what I see on the court and their antics and their play. And when I'm talking about Chris Paul, that's what I'm saying. It's nothing but BS. Come on, bro. I know you ain't got a ring and you want to win something, but that shouldn't be the case when it comes to the skills competition. And then you wrote Victor in on it with you, a young you, coming in, trying to find his way, and he's going to just follow you because you're Chris Paul. Former president of the NBA Players Association, like all that, man. He's going to listen to you. And this is the product you're giving fans on a weekend when it's supposed to be fun. It's goofy. Then you got Draymond and that motherfucker too. Yeah, Dre shouldn't be in there. Cut it out. I don't want to see Draymond in the skills competition, bro. Like, what are we doing here? It's players who are skillful. No, Dre shouldn't be in that motherfucker. Come on. Like, what are we doing, man? Shit was boo-boo as cheeks. Was not exciting. Like I said, the whole spiel and highlight was when Chris Paul, was sitting on the bench with Victor and the ref comes up to him. Not the ref, but like the official. And they're going back and forth for like how they're going to be disqualified. That was the whole highlight of the whole event. Fuck out of here, man. Like, I don't want to see that. I want to see a product. You talking about, man. And then I'm going to move to, I'll start with the 3-point shootout contest. another one that has been a highlight since day one. And I'll give it to them. They somehow always seem to make it very interesting when it comes to All-Star Weekend. You're tuning in to see the three-point shootout contest. And this weekend or past for All-Star, Tyler Hero wins the three-point shootout contest. You know, if you wanted him to win, I guess you're a Miami Heat fan. I'm not. So I did not want to see Tyler win. Just not a fan of his game like that. Like, I do think he's a good player and he can get buckets, but I don't think he's going to lead Miami to the promised land as potentially the go-to guy with Bam, right? I mean, you got Kyle Well over there, too, who's going to be a fucking monster. I got him in my fantasy squad. So he should be the focal point, in my opinion, going forward. You kind of move Bam to his rightful position. But I don't think Tyler's going to – he doesn't bring anything to a championship team to me like that. I'm going to be real with you. He had Jimmy over there. See, they lost, obviously, to the Lakers, but does Tyler have the extra gear? But shouts to him. He's been on a run right now. 6th man of the year winner. Now he wins the three-point shootout contest. He gets buckets. He beats Buddy Hield, who's a shooter. So, like I said, it's always interesting to see with that contest because you got, players in. You got Dame trying to go for the three-peat, which I think is something really funny for him. His funny ass. Dame has not won anything either, and y'all know how I feel about Dame. Like, I don't be talking down on bro, but it comes to winning, right? It's we playing for the dub, championships, all that good shit. In some sense, him dominating the three-point shootout contest like he has does elevate his legacy because I don't care what anyone says, winning these events on someone's resume, can potentially put them in the Hall of Fame or not. Especially if you have a couple of them. It's an event where it really corresponds with your NBA output as well. So if you're doing well, and every year we can say, oh, that's the best three-point shootout champion, or he's the best three-point shooter in the fucking NBA. Hell yeah. So props to Dame for even going for that. Like, I don't think a lot of people will give him credit because they think it's like all fun and games, but nah, these events mean something. So he tried to go for it, tried to get 3. He's going to go down as probably the second best shooter of his generation aside Steph. I mean, you go numbers wise, he's right there, efficient in his own way as well. Not as much as Steph, but Dame can shoot that motherfucker, like for real. He'll jack it. That's what he does. So to see him not get it and Tyler get it, it's funny. It's funny. And I can't say why it's so funny because I got to kind of finish it off and continue with the dunk contest, right? Tyler wins the three-point shootout contest. We got that. That's in the bag. Boom. We go to the dunk contest now, right? You got Mac McClung, 2-time NBA dunk contest champion, coming to the event. If you've seen Mac throughout high school, you know that motherfucker got bunnies. Mac is crazy. Be all on your fucking back. Pause. Like, Mac is crazy, bro. So I kind of knew what I was getting when he was in there. But then this is my problem. And when I say to Adam Silver, what the fuck are you doing? You putting no names in with him. Like, come on, man. Kobe won that motherfucker. MJ won that motherfucker. Dominique out motherfucker with that shit too. Like, these are all legendary Hall of Famers. So we know what this event, what it holds. Like, the greatest dunk contest participant is Vince Carter. Again, a major name. Who the fuck we got? Stephon Castle, young promising player from the Spurs right now. Okay. But I don't want to see fucking Stephon Castle in a dunk contest. Y'all know I want to see Anthony Edwards, Ja Morant. Like, I want to see high flyers, people who should be competing in that motherfucker to say I'm the best dunker in the NBA, period. But you know who kind of started this shit? LeBron. It was Bron. Because like I named MJ, Dominique, Vince, Kobe, all won the dunk contest. When LeBron got to that stage, and he's in the All-Star game every fucking year, and they gave him that option of maybe playing a dunk contest, and he's teasing every fucking year, yeah, I might hop in. He has his own private dunk contest. with Miami in practice. Yeah, stop, man. Hop in the contest. Show me that you really can do that shit and get you a title. He doesn't have one. And for me, that means something. For you, maybe it doesn't. But he doesn't like to compete like that. Let's just keep it real. He's established that. And if he's the face of the league for the last, 20 some years, then what? The next generation is going to look at what he's doing, the Anthony Edwards, the John Morants, and say, hey, shit, if LeBron didn't do it, if he saved his body, scared of injuries and all this good stuff, whatever, Zion should be in there as well, right? But they're all looking at Bron saying, okay, yeah, I am going to take a back seat. And we're going to let these borderline fucking bench players, bro. Stephon might be nice. Still got to see a little bit more of him. I think he's having a good season, right? Showing what he can do for the Spurs. Going to be a nice, promising player for the future with Victor. And then depending on who they get in the draft. But what the fuck? Andre Jackson Jr., Matas from the Bulls. And Matas nice. But I don't want to see Matas in the fucking dunk contest, bro. He should be playing, getting minutes from Billy. Consistent minutes first. That's what I want to see. What are we doing here? Crazy. And then Mac wins it. And I guess the funny thing about that is I'm just keeping it real. Just keeping it real. It's hilarious that we let two white males win 2 major competitions in Black History Month. Shit beyond me. I'll be heated. Competitively, I'll be heated. In my month, I didn't win. Come on. Stop playing. What y'all doing out here? I need y'all to be motivated to go compete. Right? I want to see all the best players playing in a competition. Adam Silver, if you have to give them damn near a signing bonus for the pay, fucking do it. I don't care. You have the money, right? Because what you're giving us isn't working. It's crazy. You got Mac McClung, a G Leaguer. He goes in between the league, G League, but he's been in the G League for the majority of his career. And you keep milking him in the contest. What does that say about you and your product and your players? You have to take a look in the picture, look in the mirror, and say, what am I doing? And to me, it's kind of obvious, right? Because this is kind of leading up to the All-Star game, which I don't think anyone knew what the hell was going on this year. The format was all over the place. Adam Silver keeps making changes every year, and then he doesn't let anything sit. No time to process, no time to get comfortable and familiar with it. Changes every year. So this one, like, what the fuck? You got 4 different coaches. Like, what? What do we... Stop, bro. What you need to do is go get those international teams. The running narrative right now is that Americans aren't dominating international ball, right? Noah Lyles with the whole World Cup, World Champions, all that. Partner with FIBA if you have to. Get Barcelona, get Madrid, get all those teams and have them compete. Or you take a bite out of the NHL's, food and what they did with the Nations Cup, the 4 nations. You bring some type of competitive spirit and nature back to it, where people from all different backgrounds can come together and really root for one thing. That's what you need. Go do it. It's right there for the taking. And I'm telling you, this product will improve. I know the game is forever evolving and it's growing and moving so quickly, but you got to adapt. You have to adapt to the All-Star game. And it was a different one, right? Because LeBron wasn't there. And this is my issue with King James. Dog, you've been doing this tournament for how long now? This event, all of your career, right? I don't think he's ever really missed the All-Star game besides maybe his first years, something. But his streak has been crazy. This year, though, we get to it, and he doesn't even participate in any activities. Not really there. We get news that LeBron's going to be resting because his ankle is hurt, and he's trying to, preserve the old man body. Yeah, good for him. Yes, but then the game comes, and he's not playing. So not only did LeBron not participate in events, and he's not playing, but he's fucking in photos, holding the ball, wanting attention. But you take that spot away from someone who could have been there last minute, right? I immediately think of Devin Booker. And I'm probably going to get pushed back for this, but look at the stats, bro. He is hooping still in a down year, quote unquote. Those are all-star numbers. Domantas Sabonis. Like, there are people you could have went with, but instead we got to push this. You're relying on Bron to really push the product when that damn sure shouldn't be the case towards the end of his career like this. You have all these stars at your disposal and you really decide to run with one guy who's on his last fucking leg. That's selfish work, bro. Selfish work. And Steph, I got to not put you in this too, but yeah, we know you got the MVP because it was the hometown. You know, the NBA trying to push that product again, mend those relationships. Like, oh, this is the hometown kid at the Bay again. He's going to get MVP because Tatum should have won. Son, that boy again, because we needed to push the older generation that's gotten us to this point. Damn, they had it with the Olympics. The whole fucking Netflix special is KD, Steph, and Bron, basically. I've appreciated them for their careers, and I'm still appreciating them, but I don't think we should shun and sun the young stars when they're ready. All that young NBA shit that was talked about 4 years ago, 3 years ago, is cooked now. A lot of them motherfuckers here. And I think we about to see with the finals for real. You know, who's gonna take that throne and run with it? Like, it's gonna get spooky. But Adam Silver, man, I wasn't that hard on you when you initially got the commissioner gig, but recently you shooting like 35 from the field. That's nasty, bro. You shooting like 35 from the field, man. You might smack a banger in there because I do like the NBA Cup. I think that has added some more interest to the game, right? A lot of games that we're playing to begin with, so we need something to be meaningful. And you introduce that. You take note of what European football is doing and football in general with the tournaments they have year-round with the regular season. So, yeah, it makes sense. Start thinking like that with the All-Star weekend festivities. Maybe incorporate fans into the fucking occasion, right? I don't know if y'all ever seen Pros versus Joes, but it was a show I used to watch as a kid all the time. One of my favorite shows. It's just really entertaining because you saw professionals compete against average people, average Joes. Yeah, I want to see maybe a little shootout contest between some fan and even got to be like, if you want to go that route, right, where you keep throwing these not subpar players, but they ain't starters. They bench players, borderline bench, right? If you put them in that position, then yeah, have them compete against some average fan and just make it entertaining that way. Because them competing against each other as NBA players, it's not hitting. It's not hitting. I don't know. I'm just trying to give you something, give you some jewels. Hopefully you take this, you run with it. I know you be watching the pod. You already know. But yeah, man, I'm just really disappointed with that shit. I love basketball. I absolutely love it. And I'm going to be real with you. It was coming up. And I'm like, damn, it was like the day before. And I think they had like the celebrity all-star game, which can be entertaining at times too. But I was like, oh shit, yeah, All-Star Weekend is here. But didn't even, wasn't invested with that shit. Not at all. And that should not be a thing. Like, they should never be in that position where the NFL is with their All-Star Weekend, because no one fucking gives a shit about that. Never have, never will. NBA was always an event though, as opposed to the NFL. So they got to do something because it is doable. Hockey just showed you with their All-Star break what to do with it in a way. So I don't know. Maybe you hit up, bro. Y'all have some dinner. Y'all talk about it. Chop it up. I know y'all got numbers and shit, like every commissioner from each league. I know y'all talk to each other. So yeah, see what's good, bro. Talk to him. Improve this product because we ain't feeling it. I'm not feeling it. And I damn sure know you ain't feeling it. That's it for episode 6 of All Ball, No Bull. I had to rant for y'all. Hope you enjoyed it. But that was just my thoughts on All-Star Weekend. And, I had to talk about, some individuals too, some players that y'all got to get together, man. Y'all too old to be moving the way y'all moving. It's the bottom line. Let the youth shine, and you'll see. the success and then the things that you want play out. Like, it won't be a struggle towards the end when these stars are leaving and we trying to find who's going to be the next suitor, right? You know, they're hyping up Victor, and I think Victor will be that. Just a really poised mind and poised individual, moves the right way for a young kid his age. Obviously is skillful, forever improving his game, says the right things to the media. That's why Anthony Edwards said he doesn't think he's the face. And, you know, someone like Victor, push that shit, man. He had a good game when the All-Star game as well. So, I mean, there you go. There's your answer. Find some way to really incorporate that, and I mean, you'll see the shine of what the NBA really could be. But you know what time it is. Like I said, episode 6, all ball, no bull.